Patriots are starting Drake Maye this weekend. How am I reacting to it? I don't have my hopes up at all. That's right. We're starting Drake Maye finally. We are finally starting Drake Maye, who is going to get killed behind that offensive line that has not gotten any better, people. Jacoby Brissett, he was the sacrificial lamb. He was sacked 17 times. He threw 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns, 17 sacks in 5 games. 5 games. There was also an interception. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 17 sacks in 5 games. And now we are putting Drake Maye out there to die. I will let you in on a secret. This is not a Drake Maye jersey. This is not a Drake Maye jersey. Take 2 guesses at our last sacrificial lamb who wore the number 10 and ask yourself if this is going to be any different. Does anyone remember Mac Jones' rookie season? Last time that I went to a Patriots game, it was during Mac Jones' rookie season. I happened to be going to the Patriots game this weekend during Drake Maye's first start. Coincidence? Or am I cursed? I am sorry, fellow Pats fans. I do not know what role I play in this, but I assume that I do play a role in it, as the previous game to the Mac Jones rookie game I was at was Tom Brady's last game. Every time that I go to a Patriots game, something happens to our quarterbacks. Something happens. Do I know what's going to happen? I don't. Do I hope that we have the next CJ Stroud, the next Jaden Daniels? Is he going to be amazing? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. Probably not. Even if this kid has all the talent in the world, take a look at Sam Darnold. Take a look at Sam Darnold and what he is doing right now. He was put into a good situation with a coach that is touted as a quarterback whisperer, and he went from a complete bust and someone that was just supposed to play the same role as Jacoby Brissett, who was sacked 17 times this season behind our offensive line. That was the role that Sam Darnold was about to play. Instead, we're talking about him like he could be in the MVP race. He completely revived his career, 5-0, playing like an absolute monster because he has Justin Jefferson, and he has Jordan Addison, and he has a competent line. We're going to send Drake Maye out there, and what's going to happen? We have Hunter Henry, who on another team, Hunter Henry would be a valuable piece, and he would be a starting caliber tight end. Right now, we're treating the man like he's Randy frickin' Moss. We got nobody. We have one safety valve. Hopefully Hunter Henry can stay healthy. Kendrick Bourne was pretty good, I guess, for a season. Didn't reach 1,000 yards, but by our metrics, he was Randy frickin' Moss again. You know, we went from having guys like Randy Moss and Gronk and, you know, Aaron Hernandez and Edelman and Amendola and all of these amazing names that Brady had to throw to Pop Douglas has some potential. And then we got Polk and Baker, you know, our rookies, Kayshon Boutte, potential there. And don't get me wrong, you know, I like the idea of starting with a young receiving core, but there's not even going to be time to throw the ball. There is not even time to throw the ball. David Andrews is now out, I believe, for the rest of the season. So that takes away one more piece from the line. Really, the only stability that we had in that offensive line was David Andrews, Cole Strange, and Onwenu, and that was our interior. Our tackles are turnstiles. They are turnstiles. And Cole Strange was already out going into everything. Now David Andrews is out. I guess we can write one rusher off every once in a while because of Onwenu. It also means that we won't be able to establish the run for Ramondre Stevenson, so we won't be able to set that up as a safety valve, rely on the play action, kind of ease Drake Maye into things. He could be the next coming of Tom Brady. He could be like people compared him to Josh Allen or Justin Herbert or whoever the hell you want to compare him to. It's not going to matter. It is not going to matter. And I am sorry to start off with a rant, but why are we putting him in? It feels like there's already some sort of pressure on Gerard Mayo that would cause this, because we knew we weren't going to be good with Jacoby. We knew that we weren't going to be good with Jacoby. So what caused us to do this? There's no injury to Jacoby Brissett. We also have Joe Milton. We just continue to make a series of very, very strange decisions. So anyway, that is my Patriots rant. And on to the other pieces of news for today, which, let me tell you, I'm recording this on Tuesday. There's some news. Robert Saleh is officially out in New York. The New Jersey Jets, or Aaron Rodgers, have gotten rid of Robert Saleh. I would put money down on the fact that Aaron Rodgers is pretty directly responsible for the firing of Robert Saleh. Yeah, we saw that little hug push. What was the quote? Aaron Rodgers is like, oh yeah, no, he's not really a hugging guy. He's a 2 hands on the chest and push guy. He is a 2 hands on the chest and push guy.
What do you mean by that?
There's handshake guys. There's high five guys. High five. There's, hey, dap me up, dude, guys. There's bro hug guys. There's full hug guys. What guy do you know that's like, hey, what's going on, bud? 1, 2, get away from me. That is not the type of guy that Robert Saleh is. And I think there was some clear animosity there. I know that Aaron Rodgers has been dead set on proving that Nathaniel Hackett can hack it. And a coaching change at this point in the season, I mean, the man has had a competent quarterback, possibly a pretty washed quarterback, but he's had a competent quarterback for 5 games. He's only had a competent quarterback for 5 games. And you're going to get rid of him and lose the entire culture. The current owner of the Jets has never fired a coach midseason. And let that sink in. Think of the Jets coaches in the past and the smelling salts from Neil Magny. That never caused someone to be fired midseason. Aaron Rodgers calls you a 2 hand on the chest and push guy, and you are out of the building. He is pushing you out of the building with 2 hands on your fucking chest. And it's going to cause a downfall. They're talking about trading for Devontae Adams. They're talking about a lot of different things. If you go back and look at some of these interceptions that Aaron Rodgers is throwing, they're not just great plays by the other defense. They aren't. They're rough. They look like the last season of Drew Brees. They look like the last season of Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers may be to that point. You know, this whole style of taking a legendary quarterback and putting them on a team that just needs a quarterback. It worked for Tampa with Tom Brady. It worked for the Rams with Matt Stafford. It didn't work in Denver, where Nathaniel Hackett was, by the way. It didn't work in Denver with Russell Wilson, and it looks like it's not going to work in New Jersey/New York with Aaron Rodgers. The dude looks washed, and now he's kind of bringing his culture and altering the franchise. I don't picture it getting better from here. What team changes coaches mid-season and then goes on a championship run? The answer is nobody. Nobody has done that before. And it's not going to happen here, and I highly doubt that it happens in a year when Aaron Rodgers is older and Devontae Adams, if they get him, is older. That O-line is older. Things get more expensive. This was a huge mistake, in my opinion. Huge mistake. But what can you do? You got Aaron Rodgers. Hope you're happy, Jets. In other news from around the league, some of the more notable injuries, you got Rashee Rice. I don't know exactly what he did to piss off Patrick Mahomes, but getting taken out for the season by your own quarterback is not a healthy relationship. So now you've got Travis Kelce, who is supposed to step up. You've got Kareem Hunt, who is supposed to step up for Pacheco. They're back to that kind of round-robin type of deal. You do have the standout rookie with Xavier Worthy over there. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's the Chiefs' world. We're just living in it. It doesn't matter who Patrick Mahomes is throwing to. But clearly, he didn't want it to be Rashee Rice, otherwise he probably wouldn't have taken him out at the knee. One of the other notable injuries, more notable, after starting extremely well, the Saints have lost Derek Carr to an oblique injury. There's no definitive timeline. It's looking like maybe the maximum might be 6 weeks. He is an older quarterback. We don't know exactly what will happen there. That's definitely going to impact their season in a negative way. We'll have to see where it goes from there. They did look like garbage juice against the Saints, even with Derek Carr. But it will be interesting to see, Dolphins, Saints, who is going to be the first team with an injured quarterback to trade for somebody. You got Mac Jones sitting down in Jacksonville. You got Ryan Tannehill that hasn't been signed. It would be interesting to see if somebody wants to give someone the chance to pull a Sam Darnold and turn their career around. I think that that New Orleans would be a very, very good landing spot for them. But for the time being, all we know, Derek Carr out, nobody else in. They had a guy who had thrown one pass in the NFL to come in and get the comeback down multiple scores against the Kansas City frickin' Chiefs, and it just was not working out. So we'll see what the Saints do from there. They are probably going to continue to lose. So those are the major headlines. I just wanted to bring them to you today. There's other notable injuries in the NFL right now. Christian Wilkins on the Raiders being one of them. There's definitely pieces to move around, but this is where we're going to start, guys. I really do hope that that some of you from the live streams and some of you from the shorts can maybe come together here. This is the first long-form entry. I'm not quite sure how long, the process is going to take. I'm filming this on Tuesday. We'll hopefully have it out on Friday, maybe Saturday. I'll be working with people to get things exactly the way that we want them. And this is how we're moving forward on the channel, guys. And finally, this video is brought to you by nobody. Nobody has sponsored me, but this video is brought to you by Jacob747, who came into my chat 3 days ago, said Diddy 4 times, and was banned. Thank you, Jacob. I acknowledge you. Thank you. Anybody that supports the channel, please show the love down below. Like, subscribe, share. We're a growing channel. We've mostly been shorts. We've mostly been live streams. We are looking to branch out right now. I don't know why I'm saying we. It's me at a desk. I also have somebody that's editing. That's awesome. We got my wife. She kicks me sometimes. We got Miles. He likes to choke me. There might be other people. So yes, we are growing and we are on the road to 1,000 subs. Hopefully we hit that soon. Hopefully we hit that sweet, sweet YouTube monetization and we can keep this thing frickin' rolling, guys. I watch too much Tom Grossi. I apologize, Tom, for saying frickin' frackin'. You installed it in my brain and that is your fault. That is your fault. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. JCOH-TV. I will see you next time. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Catch you later.